Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing? It is Monday, August 23rd, 2021. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. It's another day to just simply give thanks. If you look at everything in your life, you have something to be thankful for. So make sure that you are thankful. Make sure you also project something good. As I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen. But make sure you focus on what is good. Even in the midst of situations and circumstances, you still can focus on what is good. Because you want to give faith to something good to happen. So focus on what is good. If you are out there traveling about or just doing whatever you need to do to get around in this day, make sure you are wearing your mask and using your hand sanitizer. We all have to do our part, and you have the responsibility to keep yourself safe and keep your family members safe. I always remind you of this because I care. So make sure you keep yourself safe and keep the people you love, keep them safe. Keep them safe. Come on now. We got to do our part. If you would like to donate to this podcast, you can donate at $ SB Favor Cash App. And I appreciate that. A few people asked me where they could find the podcast. And guess what? This podcast can be found on more than 13 podcast media outlets. Spotify, Apple, and of course YouTube. And there's many more. Amazon Audible. So just if you have time to just Google SB Favor Thinking Podcast, just do that. And you can find me somewhere because I'm all over the place. But I hope everybody is having a good day. I'm having a good day. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. I don't have a full inspirational quote, but I have an inspirational tip. And I want to share something with you because I was thinking about when you wake up in the morning and you are not the best part of yourself. Do you call that a bad mood? Or do you call that a bad spirit, bad energy? What do you describe that as being? How do you define that feeling or how you feel? How do you define that? When you're not just your total self, when you're not the best part of yourself. I ask myself that question. If I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling contrary of what I know myself to be, I always ask myself the question, what is my attitude? And when I ask myself the question, what is my attitude? Then I can determine what is going on. Many of us sometimes we allow ourselves to deal with, or I should say, bask in emotions that we don't need. And keeping the right thoughts always helps us to maintain the right spirit, the right emotion, the right feeling. So when you ask yourself, what is my attitude? Like I ask myself, what is my attitude? I'm asking myself that question because I'm trying to determine where I am. Because when you wake up in the morning, you get to decide if you are going to have a good day. You get to decide if you want to walk around in stinking feelings or stinking emotions and stinking thoughts. You get to decide that. Never wake up in the morning and walk to the bathroom and project that you're going to have a bad day. Don't do that. If you're one of those people, you get up in the morning and you might get up and you feel that there's a challenge present emotionally. Don't project that it's going to be a bad day. Don't wake up and say, oh, it's going to be one of them days. That's a bad projection. No, if you get up in the morning and you feel like you are challenged in that moment, the first thing you need to do is pray and tell yourself it's going to be a good day. Tell yourself as you are brushing your teeth and tell yourself as you step out of the bed, tell yourself it's going to be a good day. Now, if you have certain problems or circumstances that are going on, guess what? It's still going to be a good day. I'm getting excited now. Look, what I'm saying is this. When you are in the midst of a challenge, emotionally, when you are in the midst of a challenge concerning a problem, a situation, a circumstance, things that we don't like, things that sometimes bother us, just make sure that you project what is good. But don't get up and say, oh, it's going to be one of them days. No, don't do that. Tell yourself it's going to be a good day. And the thing that you are expecting to change, it's going to change. It's going to change. Change how you think about what you're going through. Change how you feel about it, by how you think about it. But don't project that, oh, it's going to be one of them days. Don't do that. So, back to what I was saying about me asking myself, what is my attitude? When I ask myself, what is my attitude? I get to determine where I am mentally, spiritually, emotionally, because I ask myself, what is my attitude? And in that moment, I get to see where I am and I get to decide, okay, it's going to be a good day. And this is how I'm going to respond to this situation, that circumstance, that problem. I'm going to decide how to respond because I'm asking myself, what is my attitude? But if you are one of those people, you just get up and you say, oh, it's going to be one of them days, and you just have bad feelings and bad thoughts, and you're not projecting anything good, then guess what? You're going to have a challenging day filled with all kinds of crazy things that you don't want because you're projecting that it's going to be that. So don't do that. What you can do is ask yourself the question, what is my attitude? Even if you're at work and something happens all of a sudden, in that moment, ask yourself that question. What is my attitude? Because in that moment, you will see where you are. And you will also see how you need to respond because it gives you a second to choose. It gives you a second to decide to respond and react the right way. We all are working on ourselves to be better. Don't you want more peace? Don't you want more love? Don't you want more good things happening around you and in you and for you? So don't project that you're going to have a bad day. And don't ever say, oh, I'm having a bad day. Don't say that. You can say, I'm having a challenging day and things are going to get better. But don't say, it's one of them days. Don't say that. Don't say that. But you can say you're having a challenging day. So I hope that what I'm saying to you, I hope that it makes sense. I hope that you are encouraged. I hope that you are inspired to think different, to do different, and be more. Because you can. You can. You don't have to just flow according to the norms of what happens in life. You don't have to do that. You can set the tone for something different in your life, your kids' life, your family's life, your work life. You can set the tone for something different. So do it. So don't walk around and say, it's going to be one of them days. Don't do that. No more. That's it. No more. This is it. No more. The last time you did it, that was the last time. Project something good when you wake up. Project something good while you're walking through your day. Project something good so that you can keep smiling. Project something good by how you think. And if somebody walks up to you, and if you're having a conversation with somebody and they project something crazy, something negative, correct them with a smile on your face, and tell them, I'm having a good day, and it's going to be a continual good day. Tell them that. So that's all I have to say about that. I trip over my words a little bit, which only makes me human. That's right. For all the naysayers and the critical people, because, critical people, they always find something negative to look at, and as soon as they hear something they can feed off of, they say, oh, there she go. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to listen to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. If you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at sbfavor. And as I stated earlier, you can find me on more than 13 podcast media outlets. If you have a problem finding me, just Google me and you can find me. I also have a YouTube channel, as I stated. And please subscribe to the channel, share the podcast with others, and make sure you click like and leave me some feedback. And click the bell so that you can receive a notification each time there's a new episode of SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. I appreciate you listeners. And as I stated, please share the podcast with others. Make sure you have a good day intentionally. Don't let nothing get in your way. You have a good day. And thanks again for listening to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. Talk to you soon.